There's a lot said about the bucktail. Bucktail is a very effective lure to use, very simple lure. I think it's probably overstated on how hard it is to use. It's really not a hard plug to use or lure to use. It's basically a casting fly with a lead head. You know, there's different bucktails, there's banana heads, there's bullets, there's all kinds of bucktails. Today I'm in Montauk and I'm using a 3/4 ounce rib splitter from Andrus. And the beauty of a bucktail is a single hook. So you get a fish on, it's just release them. Single hook, there's no problem. You can cover a lot of water, you can go deep, you can go shallow, you can slow it down, drop it down into the rocks, speed it up, go on top. You know, so much you can do. A lot of different weights. So today's a very simple video. Just catching some schoolies here. It's late April here in Montauk and the water temperatures are very cold, so I'm scaling down to catch these fish. You know, usually I'm throwing 1.5 ounces out here, but today I'm throwing a 3/4 ounce. I probably even could do a 1/2 ounce, but 3/4 is what I'm using today. So enjoy. Doing here is I'm fishing that 3/4 ounce bucktail right on the edge of this whitewater, where the kind of whitewater meets the deeper water. There's a big reef here, and everything is getting washed off this reef into this little edge. You might say, oh, why don't you throw like a 2 ounce? I mean, it's pretty decent water, 2 ounce, 1.5 ounces, something a little bit bigger. The reason being, because the water temperatures are very cold right now. So I gotta keep it as slow as I possibly can. And if I throw a 2 ounce, or 1.5 ounces, I'll have to burn it. Fish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my hand. How fast I'm going. Alright, I want you to notice my grip too. See how my grip, it's a loose grip, the rod's locked between my legs, my rod is just resting on my fingertips. If I had it like this, I couldn't feel it. Like this, I could give it little twitches, give it a little extra action. Careful with it, fish. See that twitch? Came right after that twitch. Now these are just schoolies, but still. Not going to get these schoolies, just reeling in, straight on. Or you probably get less of them. This little schoolie. Alright, another thing I'm doing is I try to pick my cast behind these waves. Here comes a set of waves. I try to get it behind this next wave. The reason is, the wave comes in, if you put it in front of the wave, it's going to take your bucktail or whatever you're throwing and it's going to put it onto the beach. Another reason is, you want to be behind that wave when the wave breaks. Because that's the most oxygenated water there is. It provides cover for the fish even in the daytime. And it stirs up a lot of bait. When that wave breaks, it's just whatever's on the bottom, it stirs it up, and it gives the bass opportunity to eat, to ambush the bait. Now I think I'm going a little bit too fast, right? A little too fast of a retrieve. So this time, I'm going to slow down my retrieve just a little bit. But when fishing that rocky areas, you got to be careful. It's a fine line. You don't want to go too slow because you're going to snag your bucktail into the rocks. So you just want to go fast enough where you're dragging it in between the rocks, yet not catching on them. I'm using is pretty simple. It's a 3/4 ounce Andrews rib splitter, white, and this is a fat cow trailer. And what I did with this is I just cut it to make it thinner. I don't want something thick because it doesn't cut through the wind, and this is a pretty small bucktail, so I don't want a big thick one. It just doesn't give it a natural profile, so I cut it down, and that's it. You know, pretty simple.